In second position, immediately challenges contact with Martin Poir, contact as well with the Hyundai behind. Very, very lucky that everybody made it through those opening few turns. Mikel Azcona elbows out, gets the car into second position after unceremoniously turfing away the Link & Co machine. All three drivers just about make it through that bit of contact, but Elishay down in third position will not be happy. As Dusan Borkovic, round two on Michael Carlson, job done again. Carlson tries to repeat it on the switchback but doesn't have the run this time, so that is game, set and match for Dusan Borkovic. A good overtake into T1. That moves the Serbian now into 16th position, so good pass. Too much of a grudge against his teammate, gave him the racing room.
D'Alberto fifth and Aaron Cameron second. He's gone ahead of D'Alberto, and that's a key moment for the Aussie series that puts him into the lead of the Australian side.
That was a wild...
Elishay at the head of the pack. A little bit further down, the cars are squabbling on corner exit through La Source hairpin. Everybody's managed to make their way through pretty much cleanly, but it's a field of two at the front as Girolami firmly to the rear of Elishay's Link & Co. Can he get a slipstream now down the long Kemmel straight for the hard braking zone into Le Coma? Great passing opportunity. There's a little challenge there from Frederick Vervish as well to the outside of the pack. Further down the running order, Vervish immediately.
Kind of manoeuvre. No, there was a problem there for Azcona going through the Malco hairpin. Dropped back a little bit from Rob Huff. There was a bit of a wiggle, wasn't there? And no places lost, so Fred Vervish not able to capitalise on that. But at last, Rob Huff can breathe.
He can, and so can Norbert Mikelic, because he is going to go with an 18-point cushion into the championship showdown tomorrow.
Do this early on, and you're right, he was not so quick off the line, but he's made up for it, hasn't he? Goodness me.
Yeah.
We also had notification that there was a yellow flag at turn 23 before the race got underway.
Because that was with a slow car on the grid. In fact, it's not got away. I think it's Paul Poon's car that looked like it had got damaged. So there it is. You can see
Wow.
He's got a broken front right corner. So somebody has glanced off him at the start of the race. So that's why there's a yellow to warn them if they can't get the car out of the way. It's still on the pit straight. There was more.
Looks to the inside again. But Rob Huff now is our race leader. Huff across the line from Elishay, from Azcona, from Michaelis, Girolami, Björk, Java, Yanatuone and Juan Angel Rosso having a fantastic start to move all the way up into 9th position in these early running of round 11 of Kumo TCR World Tour in Argentina. In the wrong way, gets back on the racetrack, thankfully for him, but big drama in the opening corners. Ted Bjork is our race leader in this early running from Frederick Vervish. Santiago Arrutier is in third position. Good start for him. Mikel Azcona up into 4th place, so good start as well for Mikel. And look at Davidovski's car, completely destroyed as well, but not enough room for the Honda driver side by side further down the field. And once again, Bjork to the inside, this time on the defensive from Rob Huff. The Englishman Rob Huff, not enough space to find a way past, but Norbert Mitchell has got through the biggest of the danger zones in the opening few corners and takes a provisional early lead in this race. On the start, big advantage for the Liquid Moly Audi at the front of the field. Further back, we're seeing massive defensive motion there from Jan Elishay. Aaron Cameron trying to find a way past. Just behind him, Frederick Vervish interested to buy into the fight, and that is Josh Buchan making a move up the side. Everybody goes wide on the rain, and this is just what we said. Brown was the first in, Brown is the first off.
It's the rain, it's the heaviest at turn 2, and they're all being caught out by the conditions. It's the heaviest.
Elishay and Mikel Azcona racing now. They're side by side. Azcona drops a wheel on to the outside of the racetrack. He has the inside line, but doesn't quite have the overlap. Will Jan Elishay give him racing room? As one, they come out of the corner, trading door handles, trading wing mirrors. It's touring car racing. If you come back with your mirrors, you're not doing it right. And Mikel Azcona on this occasion survives the line, stayed out of trouble, built an early lead, and then the safety car. Everything slows down. Refocus your attention again. Accelerated beautifully on the safety car conditions and built himself that gap to the chasing Bebo Girolami and Tony D'Alberto behind as we come to the chase for the final time.
Norbert Mikelic was 2 tenths slower quicker, I think.
Trying the same tactic that we saw on the previous lap. Scare Marching Qua off of the racing line, compromise him down this back straight and then launch your attack. But Ma, very confident in the race lead, recognised where the danger was, didn't defend fresh air, which is always difficult for a driver. And unfortunately, the Peugeot stranded. Calls the safety team Italian car and Kevin Chicon to buy into this one, and Davidowski from man of the moment to absolute disaster doesn't gain a position but loses one. Elichet still quick enough for a very respectable podium for Bebu Girolamo in the ALM Motorsport team. But this man that we're watching now has been untouchable. Frenchman Jan Elichet put the car on pole position, had a canter almost in qualification, did the job off the line, hasn't put a wheel.
Rob's car. That hasn't happened. It's 0.7 of an advantage that Rob has over Mikael Ashkona. And the two of those having their own little moments in qualifying yesterday.
We had the switch, I think, between the Lincoln Co's, haven't we? With Jan Elichet being allowed up past Marching Qua, round the outside into fourth place, and then bang, one of the Lincoln Co's hit the wall, and Ben Barguana behind did the same thing. Was that Elichet that smoked the wall, or Marching Qua? Now, was it Elichet that hit the wall at Mandarin? We're about to find out. He was on the outside line. He goes ahead of Marching Qua, and yes, it was Elichet that bounced off the barrier.
Turning of those behind him, and Mikulis launches it down the inside hard on the brakes. Norby, the Hungarian driver, gets the deal done. That's the Girolamo behind as well, trying to buy into this one while Jan Elichet is wrong-footed by the move from Norby. We see Girolamo looking one way, look at the other. He's not giving up this one yet. Hard on the brakes, locks the car up, but it gets past does Nestor Girolamo. Jan Elichet loses 2 places in as many corners.
Green flag is waving from our start position, and the 2019 champ gets on the pedal and leads around the rest. He's got a margin already, but it's going to be tricky. It's going to be treacherous with 7 laps to go here at Sydney Motorsport Park.
I'm surprised at the gap that Azcona left relative to Will Brown. That's a gap that you would want to close up. Lincoln Co.
Oh, he wasn't a particularly happy bunny on the grid. I'm sure he'll be delighted with that particular move from his teammate. Oh, there's another mistake. So Marching Qua having assaulted Jan Elichet.
Just like we saw in Sydney on lap number 1 last weekend.
What a start from Nestor Girolamo, and Rob Huff is hustling. There he is. He's on the outside of Josh Bucket.
So 1 lap in the books in the World Tour here. It's been clean, but there's a lot of pressure in that mid-pack. And Santiago Rodriguez
got the elbows out, but Nestor Girolamo not giving up that one as a few cars run onto the outside curve. Girolamo, Marching Qua now racing side by side into the right-hander. Girolamo has to concede the position at long last. Marching Qua uses all of the racetrack and a little bit more for good measure, but job done. Second position is Marching Qua's, and now Nestor Girolamo has more than his fair share of work to do to get back on terms with car number 155.
Fred Babish having a little look there in second place, having another little look as well. This is pacey between the two of them on the run down towards Lisboa. Fred Babish is close enough, isn't he? Needs DRS.
He's close enough, but not on the way in. He's got to try and pounce on the way out of the corner, but the link...
Braking capacity has been changed. Over track services. Bailey Sweeney as well under pressure. That is Bebu Girolamo. The comeback of comebacks, chaps, continues for the Argentine driver.
Great move, makes up that position.
Back we go. Watch them through turn 2. That rain that was falling before, little wide for I said Vervish maybe, I think.
On a defensive action, Jan Ellershay is desperate for the points. Mikkel Kona for his teammate, and a race winner is Rob Huff, who takes victory in the final race of the weekend here at Sydney Motorsport Park. The Audi Sport Come2U team are ecstatic with that one. Will Brown crosses the line in second. He will drop away from that position, so your podium will be Norbert Michaelis in second, and a great job.